We can't fire Roy right now. Attempted murder. An ice cream van struck a schoolboy. The ambulance arrived, but the boy was declared dead on the scene. The nearby residents are enraged and demand justice from the driver of the van. He's currently holed up inside the ambulance while the paramedics try to reason with the crowd. Kemp, you better handle... Coachy, you go handle that. We don't have a paddy wagon, unfortunately. We're gonna have to hope that does it. Roy is gonna shoot the saved senator. It's like they're giving the reward to the other guy, and Roy comes out of nowhere. He's going right for him! He's got a gun! Starts shooting the senator. And everyone's like, oh, Roy! Jack, some gangsters hit one of our shops. Too much for us to deal with right now. Can you help? Yep. Price, Tsubaki, and Asano. Let's do it. Get out there. Oh. Purdy, Yancey, and Kemp. Alright, everyone's out. So no one do anything bad. No one do anything bad. Don't do it. Nope. Don't do it. Courthouse at 18:30. Don't touch it. Got it. Please no one die. Please no one die. Please no one die. Please no one die. Okay. Good deal. Uh-oh. Wait, what's this? Oh. Please send 3 of your best officers. They'll ride all day with my people and explain the intricacies of traffic flow and police monitoring. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Everyone but Kemp. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I could send just Kemp, but that's... Break the gate open. Pounce on the criminal. Oh, no! That's like a worst case! Oh, Price. If only you weren't terrible, I'd actually feel bad. Okay, let's do... we're gonna have to send Kemp. Do it alive, Kemp! Do it alive! You will be missed, Kemp. It's too bad you didn't get your medal. Chief, we rode along and went over the basics and the empty-headed drivers. We're done for the day. Meanwhile, Mr. Sand dropped off a brand new paddy wagon. It's a nice piece of equipment. Too good for the idiots we're packing inside. Paddy wagon hype! I pounced on the saw blade. Oh, oh, oh. We'll say that. Homicide at the courthouse. Oh, wait, that's the one we're supposed to let happen, right? Yeah, that's the one we're supposed to let happen. Please don't die. 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 Whoops! Dude, is it gonna be weird that the police didn't respond to the courthouse call? That's weird. Tsubaki and Asano. Actually, hold on. Can we get you back in time? See if we can send Kemp out on a big one here. There we go. Yep, that was the right one. Good.
Flawless execution, perfect timing. One of our finest moments.
We're letting murders happen in the city. That's wrong, dude. That's wrong. Whew. I wonder if the mayor's gonna get mad about that. He might.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation.
Enter an adjoining apartment and climb over the balcony. The victim is bound and lying on the floor. The assailant is sitting on top of him, waving a syringe filled with an unknown substance. A bottle of bleach is on the door nearby. Point the gun at the man and order him to lie face down on the floor. The man jumps up, grabs some papers from the table. Everything's written down here. All the evidence you need. They'll create medications to control our minds. Strike the man with a nightstick.
412A.
Awesome. Great. Great, great, great. That got the civilian killed in our last game. Ugh. Hurt. Shadowism. Yup. End of day. Declare dead. Buy price. We gotta move one of these dudes over to the other side. Maybe to Brito.
There's a frigid mad information.
Little tiny letho sign over there. Letho sign.
Also that your cat cam could be activated.
Uh-oh.
What was that look for?
Boy on it, girl. Bum, bum, bum. Uh-oh. Mr. Boyd, why did you send your officers to the feminist protest? It's my job. It was a major event the police were obliged to attend. In your opinion, did any of the participants at the protest pose any actual danger to others? Definitely. Whenever there's over 50 people gathered in a single place, there's always a chance something will go off. Mr. Boyd, you are married, are you not? Yes, but my wife and I don't live together. According to the law, I'm married, but my wife and I broke up. She no longer lives in the house. What are your personal feelings about women? Good. I have an excellent attitude. How else can you treat women? Mr. Boyd, did you give the order to suppress the protest by force? Yes. Yes, that was my order. Ooh. Is he... What?
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old colony club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time, I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut.
Sassy strut!
That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed.
Can we
In
get a
just
wall of
single
good
month,
vibes for the
this man
non-subs?
had
Sorry,
gathered
dudes.
An incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Well, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers.
Huh.
This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Damn. Okay. Whew. Tris Titan, Jad Fang, what's up? Goovin, good to see you, man. Dreams right, Xander. Rihashi, how you doing? Latuck, what's up, dude? A lot of good people in here right now. How y'all doing? Bond Domination, always a pleasure. Okay. Bond Domination. Every sub starts as a non-sub. We love our non-subs here too.
The smell of Vickers Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vickers was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine.
Okay. DX Dill, what's up, buddy?
So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine.
Whoa. I want that house.
The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real. The sound of the engine was real. The dust was real enough, too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky.
You enter a dark room with a gangster at the other side of the table. I'd like to open a website for skins in this game called Counter-Strike. What's up, Mr. Sand? Bond domination, just super spammy. And there was a little bit of suspect stuff earlier, so.
I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old colony club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Oh, is he asking about Varga?
Sometimes, I guess.
Or Vargas?
But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the
I
half-dozen
kill
animal
people.
skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now, I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
Well, what talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack. But not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the 500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster, Maurice Bell, when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow, Vicus Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you 500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I were
actually,
my grave for so
excuse
many
me.
years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack. And I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it. And call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
So we did say this was going to be the Mafia run. I gotta say, though, now I'm super interested in this guy. I kind of... His demeanor is pretty wild card. But I think this is the quote-unquote Mafia run. So we're gonna stick with sand for this one. Don, you okay, bud? Or you want a snack?
Tell him it's Boyd.
Okay. So we gotta move some people around here. Huh. Let's put this on. Yeah.
Hello there!
Ooh. You have been found guilty of abusing your powers. The city requires that your salary be reduced by 50%. Okay. And they can't be, even though I basically took a bullet for City Hall? Oh, that sucks, dude. Anyway, this has been awesome. We will definitely be playing more This Is the Police as we move forward. However, for this afternoon, since we got only a couple hours left, I'm going to be switching over to some Overwatch to play that, because it's really one of the only games I can play with a lot of subs right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the This Is Police playthrough.